Hey, so I'm here today with my coworker, LaShondra Lewis, to discuss the hostility that she has endured in the workspace, in her workplace. I chose improving work relationships in an increasingly hostile work environment because she and I are so close, and we've always had discussions about the hostility that she's continuing to endure in her work environment. So this is why I kind of did research in trying to figure out why work environments become hostile in the first place. So this is LaShondra, so we're going to discuss the issues of the hostility or the toxicity that she has experienced in her work environment.
Hello everyone.
So, improving work relations in an increasingly hostile work environment is my topic. I know that you've been working in the area that you are for many years now. When you got under your division manager that you're under currently, and she was your direct manager, how was your relationship with her in the beginning, when you first started working under her?
In the beginning, our relationship was very fine. We worked together, we communicated, and we got along very well. Eventually, throughout the years, she became a micromanager. So the relationship or the communication kind of declined.
The positive side.
Right.
Okay.
And so throughout the years, we still were not able to communicate with each other or relate to one another as far as work relationship goes. So throughout the years, I was under her for 5 years. Mm-hmm. And then as time went on, we were still having issues with one another. So then eventually I was removed from under her and placed up under another direct report.
Okay, so before we discuss your current direct report, let's go back to your past direct report. So you said in the beginning, your work relationship was great, was fine.
Correct.
So what do you think created the hostility in the work environment, like all of a sudden over the years or however?
I really don't know. I guess it was what communication from upper management, maybe. I really don't know what the issue.
So what were some of the things that you were experiencing that made you feel like the environment was toxic or hostile?
Some of the communication or the words we would we would have meetings, and some of the things that were said to me in the meetings, but I made sure I always documented everything when we did have a meeting. But it was some of the things, like I said, that were said to me or told to me, and it made me begin to feel like, okay, well, this is a hostile environment. And also some of the things that were communicated to me as far as things that she wanted or changes, and I can always go by change. I can adapt to changes. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So we always had issues as far as communication, and I tried to communicate with her and always let her know what was going on, or if something was to change in the work, I would let her know.
So you go from the beginning of the relationship, the work relationship was conducive for you in the beginning, and then after so many years, everything just shifted. I'm trying to understand how, I know that a lot of times we, within the city of Houston, we do remain under one leader for quite a long time. Mm-hmm. So to me, working under someone for a long time, it would seem that their relationship would grow stronger and get better. But from what's going on and what I've been told from you, the relationship between you and this particular manager went from good to worse.
Yes.
So was there any a time that you wanted to sit down with her and discuss the changes within her attitude at work towards you? Were there any time that you were able to do that?
Yes, we did. We did sit down and we had a conversation. We were able to air out what we thought our issue was and what we were going to work on to improve that. But it never worked out. I did my part, but to me, she didn't do her part.
So, what were some of the issues? To touch base on some of the stuff. I mean, give me at least one of the issues, because I'm trying to see how if you're discussing something and if there's an issue, and then it's
communication was one issue.
Was it the lack of communication or the way things were being communicated?
The way things were being communicated.
So is there a possibility that you could have read too deep into how she was communicating, or
the way things were communicated, she may communicate with someone else without including me.
Got it. I understand. Okay. So I understand how there's EAP, there's chains of commands and things of that nature. So due to the fact that all of this continued to go on, did you ever utilize your chain of command to try to get some resolve?
Yes, I did.
To keep a resolve?
Yes.
And what happened with that?
Nothing was, I didn't have a good outcome.
Okay.
I never was able to meet with anyone as far as the upper management.
So was there a time that you ever thought to go to EAP and address these issues at EAP? Because I know EAP, which is the Employee Assistance Program within the City of Houston, it is a counseling service, and they do provide you services where if you're having issues in a hostile work environment or harassment or anything like that.
Yes,
so,
I did attend EAP. I did make appointments, and I went through several sessions of going to EAP and talking to someone.
So was that at any point helpful?
No, it wasn't. It was to me, because, they talked to me and gave me good advice on how to handle things. So it did help me as far, but it didn't help go as far as management. No, it didn't.
So I know we do have a new organization for employees, OSED, which is directed under Ray Belton, and I know that Ray is very near. He takes so much pride in trying to make sure that employees are working in positive work environments, in environments where they can thrive, and things of that nature. So, have you at any point reached out to Ray to discuss the issues that you are having, so that he could kind of step in or be what do you call it, a neutral party in this?
Yes.
To try to resolve this
Yes,
issue?
I did talk to Mr. Ray Belton. He was also a good gave me good advice, and he also told me he would reach out to upper management to speak with them. So as far as following up with him, he did follow up with me and asked me how things were going and was it any new development that he should be concerned about. He also he's reached out to me 2 or 3 times.
Okay.
So he's been a good advisor in this situation.
Okay.
So, and he said he has reached out. So he's just waiting for answers from upper management as well.
Okay. So that's good that Ray is doing that. He's really good with delegating positive change within the work environment. So as you sit patiently and wait, and you did discuss that you are currently under new supervision, which is indirectly under you're basically indirectly under that division manager, because now you're working for one of her managers.
Correct.
So how is that work environment now?
That is going well for me. I'm able to do my work. We're able to communicate, and I'm not being micromanaged.
Okay.
And he allows me to, do my work, and I just communicate with him and update him on issues or anything that needs to be handled.
Okay. So what other outcomes would you, or what other avenues are you taking just to make sure that you remain in a peaceful mindset, in a peaceful workplace, what other, avenues are you, channeling for that?
I'm just coming in with a good attitude, motivated, and to do what I'm there to do and do my work.
So at any point now, since you're under the new manager, how is your morale at work? From 1 to 10, how is your morale to current date?
It's an 8.
That's pretty good.
It's a
So
8.
how was it before you were placed under
1.
Oh my goodness.
So I have improved a lot.
So what are the things that you can work on and continue to work on to stay at an 8 and thrive to a 10 and beyond?
The things that I can work on and I continue to work on is being able to come in and make sure that my work is being done. I communicate with my manager or my supervisor, and I'm being motivated. So I have to stay motivated. I have to be willing and come to work with a good mind frame to say, this is what I'm here to do.
So to anyone that is in a hostile work environment, that has ever experienced a hostile work environment, I encourage you to not sit and be silent. I encourage you to utilize each and every group, employee assistance program, positive peers, and I encourage you to document each and every hostile experience that you encourage, time, date, day, everything. But I do encourage you not to sit in those spaces and be silent, because hostile work environments create hostility amongst everyone. So keep a positive mind frame. Don't sit silent in the mess. Be brave and speak up. Thanks.
Ray Belton.